Well, hey there. I know what you're thinking. My Lena, how you've changed. Well, my name's Jean. If you can't tell by the accent, I'm from a small country up north called Scotland. But really, Scotland's population is actually smaller than the entirety of that in London, which as of today is my new home as I take on the mantle of creative producer at Pan Macmillan, which also makes me the new host of BOOKBREAK, and I cannot express to you how excited I am to be here. You may already be familiar with my face from my own YouTube channel Bookish Thoughts, or you may be sitting there thinking, who on earth is this girl who's turned up on my subscription feed? Well, either way, I've got a lot to live up to. But hopefully you can think of this as a new season for BOOKBREAK. Sure, there'll be changes, but a lot of what you loved about the original BOOKBREAK is still going to be here, as well as some new and exciting adventures all of our own. You may be a long-time subscriber, or this may in fact be your first ever BOOKBREAK episode, but if you look back over the past year, BOOKBREAK has provided us with some amazing and insightful author interviews, some adventures across the UK and even further afield. It's trialled and tested some of the advice and even recipes of Pan Macmillan titles, and even given you a sneak peek into the publishing industry. Not to mention flooded YouTube with an assortment of amazing books. And there's plenty more where that came from, so I hope you're as excited to go on this adventure as I am. Until next week, here's a little episode of BOOKBREAK that I pre-filmed that'll both help you get to know me a little bit better and hopefully recommend you some phenomenal summer reads. Cue the video. This really won't do. Well, this is better. Can't you just imagine you're in the Scottish Highlands? Just listen to the wildlife. Today, however, I wanted to create for you my perfect summer book break, and there's nowhere I like to spend my summer breaks than in the Scottish Highlands. The peaceful solitude and beautiful landscapes are impossible to mimic. Stop being windy. And nothing relaxes me more. Once you've found that relaxing spot for your summer break, however, there's one more thing you need. And I'm sure you all know what's coming next. It's in the title, and that's the books. So in order to get to know me a little bit better, I thought I'd share with you my 5 all-time favourite Pan Macmillan titles. From children's books to poetry, because no summer book break would be complete without a wide array of choice. But let's take a look at the books, shall we? First up is the phenomenal Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. A travel book like no other, full to the brim of comic genius, the ties of friendship, and a bureaucratic alien race whose only goal is to blow up the Earth in order to build a hyperspace bypass. Then we have Room by Emma Donoghue, because nothing reminds you more to appreciate the outdoors than reading the story of a 5-year-old boy who has no idea that there is a world outside the single room he and his mother have spent his entire life inside. It's fair to say that this was one of those books that I could not put down, and if you haven't got around to it yet, I would highly recommend checking it out. Next, rather than continually searching for the next Harry Potter book, instead, look backwards to one of J.K. Rowling's inspirations, The Secret of Platform 13 by Eva Ibbotson. One of my childhood favourites that follows an orphan child from another world whose magical family one day come in search of him through a portal on Platform 13. Then we have Hold Your Own by Kate Tempest. Possibly my favourite poetry collection of all time. Yes, I said it. Inspired by the Greek myth of the prophet Tiresias, who spent his life as both a man and woman, this beautiful collection of poetry explores gender in a moving and intoxicating way. And lastly is, well, any of the children's adventure stories by Enid Blyton, but who wouldn't want them packaged up in these beautiful covers? The extraordinary adventures that the children in these stories get up to may seem far removed from reality, but sometimes that's exactly what you need in a summer read. And given that Pan Macmillan's back catalogue is this fantastic, I can't wait to see what they do next, and I most certainly can't wait to go along on that journey with all of you. In the meantime, here's my current summer read, The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge. Let me know what your summer read is in the comments down below.